17. So we're going to show what we out here showing our people, right? Read this, Leviticus 19 and 17. Because the whole objective of us being out here is to show our people a better way. That's what we out here for. We out here to tell our people what? We got to learn how to love one another. Read what you got.
Book of Leviticus, chapter 19 and verse 17. Thou shalt not hate thy brother in thine heart.
What's wrong with that? That's what we showing our people. We showing our people what? The Most High God say that we're not to hate our brothers. Read.
Thou shalt in any wise rebuke thy neighbor.
When we rebuke our neighbor, what is that? That's called correction. In our community, we have no correction. We don't have nobody correcting us. We have a mindset where we say, well, you can't tell me what to do. The Most High God tell us to do what? Read it again.
Thou shalt in any wise rebuke thy neighbor,
hey, read.
And not suffer sin upon him.
The Most High God say we not to suffer sin upon our brothers, right? Go to Leviticus chapter 5 and verse 1. I'm going to show you what that looks like. Leviticus chapter 5 and 1. What does not hate my brother in my heart look like? Read it.
The book of Leviticus, chapter 5 and verse 1.
Read.
And if a soul sin and hear the voice of swearing, and is a witness whether he have seen or known of.
So the Bible say if we see a crime or we see sin, read.
He do not utter it.
And it say we don't go to the proper authorities. We don't make mention of what we seen. Read.
Then he shall bear his iniquity.
So the Most High God say if we don't report the things that we see, we bear each other's iniquity. That's what we get the RICO Act for. Right. We got the RICO Act in our community because we don't know how to deal with one another. We don't know how to report what we see. We got to learn how to build one another up. Go to Deuteronomy chapter 7 and verse 6.
Bring it up.
Deuteronomy 7 and 6. Because guess what? The officers just showing Mr. Walter what we are. Read that. Deuteronomy 7 and 6.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 7 and verse 6. For thou art an holy people.
The Most High God said there's a group of people that's set apart, are holy. Read.
Unto the Lord thy God.
Come on.
The Lord thy God have chosen thee to be a special people unto himself.
The Lord said there's a group of people that's special unto himself.
Read. Above all people.
And the Lord said that we're above all people. Guess what? Read.
That are upon the face of the earth.
But we don't know that. Go to Hosea 8 and 12.
Bring it out.
Read Hosea 8 and 12. Watch this. Hosea chapter 8 and verse 12. Because at the end of the day, the Most High God say, we don't know who we are in the last days. We understand that. That's why we come out here to reason with our people. We understand our people don't know. Hosea 8 and 12. Read that.
The book of Hosea, chapter 8 and verse 12. I have written to him the great thing of my law.
The Most High God say he read great things out of his law unto our people. It's great things in this law. Guess what? One of the great things is we're going to have rulership, we keep God's commandments. Right. One of the great things is the kingdom is only for us if we keep God's commandments. Those are the great things that's written out of the law. But watch this though, read.
But they were counted as strange.
But it's strange to our people. We never told that Jesus Christ looked just like me and you.
Right.
We not taught that in the church.
Right.
We not taught that we the greatest people that ever walked the face of the earth. Right. We not taught those things. So the Most High God said those things are counted as what? Read it from the top.
I have written to him the great things of my law.
Read.
But they were counted as strange things.
The Lord say that we counted as strange things.
Right.
We teach our people that Jesus Christ is a black man, they think it's strange. We teach that there was only 12 gates for 12 nations of people.
Right.
And we think it's strange. We think that that's strange. Why? Because we have not heard these things. Go to Isaiah 30 and 20. We haven't heard these things. That's what we out here for. We understand that our people haven't seen nor heard these things. So what we do, we come to the highway, go to hold that 1 Maccabees 3:43. This is what we come out here to do. We ain't out here to shame our people. We make up the 12 tribes of Israel, the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. We are the children of Israel, and we must come back to God's commandments. Read that.
The book of 1 Maccabees, chapter 3 and verse 43. They say one to another, let us restore the decayed state of our people.
That's what we said to one another when we got up this morning. We had one objective when we came out here, and that was to restore our people to their proper state. Right. Restore their minds and instruct them on the things that we're supposed to be doing to please the Most High God. Read.
And let us fight for our people and the sanctuary.
So think about this. Who fight for our people today? Who on the street corners telling the black man to raise his household, to marry his sister? Who on the corners fighting? Who doing those things? Who trying to restore our community? Ain't nobody trying to restore our community. Our community get looked over on a day-to-day basis. Read it again from the top.
They said one to another, let us restore the decaying state of our people. And let us fight for our people and the sanctuary.
So how do we fight for our people? Go to 1 Corinthians 10. What is it? 2 Corinthians 10 and 4. How do we fight for our people? Because we're not picking up guns.
Right.
We ain't coming with violence.
Right.
We're going to teach this Bible. We're going to teach this Bible. We're going to cast down everything that rises up against this Bible. That's what we're going to do. 2 Corinthians chapter 10 and verse 4. Read that.
The book of 2 Corinthians, chapter 10 and verse 4. For the weapons of our warfare are not carnal.
See, the thing is, our people still asleep. We don't realize that we at war. Planned Parenthood is war. Right. Section 8 communities is war. Right. Food stamps is war. Right. These are different wars that we got in our community that keep us divided and keep us oppressed. Yes. The Most High God said, our weapons of our warfare is not carnal, read,
but mighty through God to the pulling down of strongholds.
The Bible say that teaching marriage in the community tear down the strongholds. Right. That fixed the single parent households. Right. That's how we build a black community back up, by teaching marriage in our community. That's what the Bible's saying. How you doing, sis? Okay, all praise. Come out here, sis. I want to talk to you. What's your name?
India. How y'all doing?
Your name, India. My name is Zephaniah, India.
Okay,
let me ask you a question. Right here, who this is on this side right here?
Jesus.
That's Jesus. Yeah. Let me see what it look like. Okay, that's Jesus, right? They gave us that, right? Did they? Can I prove that? Can you find that in the Bible? You believe in the Bible?
Yeah, I believe it, but I don't know. I ain't gonna lie now. I don't read the Bible. I don't have way understanding on the certain verses that I understand.
Right, and that's cool. That's cool. It's prophesied in the Bible that we got to be taught. Right. That's why we go to church. The church supposed to teach you this. So you say this Jesus, right? Yeah. Okay, we're going to read it out of the Bible. Let's see what Jesus look like. Watch this, read.
The book of Revelations, chapter 1 and verse 14. His head, verse 1. The revelation of Jesus Christ.
So the root word of revelation, come fix it. The root word of revelation is reveal, right? So to reveal means to make it known. So it say this is the revealing or making known what Jesus actually looked like. Read.
Which God gave to show to him to show unto his servants.
So it's a group of people that's God's servants. John was told to go to God's servants and show them what Jesus looked like. So we're going to show our sister India what Jesus looked like. Jump to verse 14. Read.
Verse 14. His head and his hairs were white like wool.
It's still the same context from verse 1. So it say Jesus' head and his hairs will be white in color and woolly. Read.
As white as snow.
And it said it was fully gray. We called it gray. The Bible said it was fully white. So it say Jesus will have woolly white hair. Read.
And his eyes were as a flame of fire.
Now, India, I'm glad you did that. As we look at this, we done read 2 descriptions already that's counterproductive to what we see right here. He don't have woolly hair. His eyes ain't red around there. Read.
And his feet like unto fine brass, as if they burned in a furnace.
So I'm looking at your feet, India. Your feet is the exact same color as the rest of your body. So it say Jesus' feet was like bronze. What color is bronze? How you doing, big bro?
He know that he is bronze.
All right, we're going to deal with you too, big bro. What you say, sis?
It's like a brown.
It's like a brown. So do it look like his feet was brown?
No.
It don't look like his feet brown. It look like his feet brown, big bro? Right. So where we get this image from, India?
Leonardo da Vinci.
Say it again.
Leonardo da Vinci.
We get it from Leonardo da Vinci. Now watch this.
That's the son, that's the gay son of the Roman emperor.
Now check this out. You're absolutely right. But sis, the Bible just said Jesus' feet looked like your feet. But watch this though, read.
And his feet like unto fine brass, as if they burned in a furnace.
Now it said it was so dark as if it was burned in a furnace, right? So if we burn anything in fire, what color it come out, sis? It come out black. So according to the Bible, would that be Jesus, sis? That wouldn't be Jesus, right? Go to 2 Corinthians 11 and 4. Is it second or first? Go to 2 Corinthians 11 and 4. So what happens is you go to church. You was brought up in church. I was too, sis. I was brought up in church, and guess what? Church taught us this image right here. That's what church taught us. But watch what the Bible say about this image right here. Read that, 2 Corinthians 11 and 4.
That which pertaineth unto a man.
It say, when it comes to a woman dressing, I don't want my woman putting on what men put on. What is something that men put on?
Big baggy clothes.
Okay, think about this. What's something?
Pants.
What's something?
Okay.
Hold on, I want her to get it, Brother Trent. What's something we all got on right now?
pants. I got
Now,
on pants.
you absolutely right. Now, if you had on a dress and all of us had on dresses, would that make sense?
No.
That wouldn't make sense. The Lord said, get that in Exodus, what is it, 28 and 41?
Yeah.
Get that. I'm going to show you. Because, see, we fell away from it, right? I'm going to show you.
Trying to say he wants the women to wear what women supposed to wear and the men supposed to wear like that.
I'm going to show you absolutely right. I'm going to show you the very first time pants was ever made. And I'm going to show you who it was given to. Read that.
Exodus chapter 28 and verse 41. And thou shalt put them upon Aaron thy brother and his sons with him, and shalt anoint them and consecrate them. Verse 42. And thou shalt make them linen breeches.
That should make them what?
Linen breeches.
You ever heard the old folks say, pull your breeches up? The Bible say that they were supposed to make linen breeches and do what?
To cover their nakedness.
And that should be upon who?
Aaron and thy son, his son.
It's supposed to be on Aaron. Aaron is a what? A man. His sons are what? Men. So the very first time pants was created, who that was made for?
Men.
That was men. So go back to Deuteronomy. So in Deuteronomy 22, it's the giving of the law again. So now in this law, it's telling us again what he already just told us in Exodus. Because guess what? Anytime we hear God's laws, we go against them. So they was told, hey, look, I don't want women in pants before. They went against it. So God gave Moses to give us the law again. So read it again.
Deuteronomy chapter 22 and verse 5. The woman shall not wear that which pertaineth unto a man.
Now, Sister India, why wasn't the woman supposed to put on the pants? Because of what?
Because they was created for the man.
That was created for the man. You understand what I'm saying? Watch this though, read.
Neither shall a man put on a woman's garment.
And the reason why it would be crazy for us to be in dresses, because it wasn't ordained for us. It wasn't ordained for us to have that on.
So what you saying, like, we don't supposed to wear pants, we supposed to wear dresses at all times?
Yo, get that in Titus. In Timothy 2 and 9.
We supposed to
First Peter 2 and 9.
So you saying we supposed to wear dresses at all times?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. That's absolutely right. And not just any dress, modest.
Right.
Modest. I'm finna deal with you in a minute, Trisha. I'm gonna deal with you. Hold on, sis. Watch this. Read that.
1 Timothy chapter 2 and verse 9. In like manner also, that women adorn themselves in modest apparel.
And not only just in a dress, but it have to be modest. For instance, like you got your shirt on. Right now you got your shirt on, you can see yourself. You understand what I'm saying? Let's just say, Lord forbid, it's a pervert in one of these cars and you got your stuff out like that. What you think you're gonna be? You're gonna be a target. You're an easy target.
Right.
That's why we out here. We giving our sisters warning, because whether y'all know it or not, our sisters lead in sex trafficking.
Right.
They number one. We got community outreach and we have missing person programs, right? When we go out and report the missing people, you know what I'm gonna tell you at the top? Black women. Black and Hispanic women are at the top of the chart. But I'm gonna be real. Black and Hispanic women are the most uncovered women it is. Like he said, you don't see the Muslims walking around with their stuff out like that.
Right.
You don't see the white women like that with their stuff out like that. You understand what I'm saying? So that's what we showing our people. You understand what I'm saying, sis? So what you gotta do?
Change my dress code.
You gotta change your dress code. All praises, sis.
And I don't have a problem with it.
Hey, go to Luke, what that is, Luke 10?
Where you-
One repeater that was 15 to 10?
15 to 10,
Yeah, go to Luke 15 to 10.
Going and learn, going and learn.
Hey, and that's what you gotta do. Matter of fact, go to John 3 and 3.
Yeah.
That's real though.
Yeah.
And a lot of our sisters, I'm gonna be real, some sisters here that they can't put on the pants, they buck up against it. They don't wanna hear that. You understand what I'm saying? But watch this though, read.
John chapter 3 and verse 3. Jesus answered and said unto him, Verily, verily, I say unto thee, except a man be born again, he cannot see the kingdom of God.
You know that we can't physically be born again. You can't go back into your daddy and you can't go back into your mama, right? So when it's saying being born again, it's saying that you gotta change. Like you said, learning, growing, learning, growing. Every man you see up here, we married, I'm married. My wife used to wear pants. Before she got the understanding of this, she used to wear pants too. We always doing that. Go to Titus 3 and 3. We always doing the same thing.
Yeah, and also you want if I was there to get married, I want my husband to respect me just as well as
Exactly.
I want to respect him.
You married?
No, I'm not.
Okay, all praise. That's something that we don't have in our community.
I want to, but hey,
Watch this.
I'm being patient.
Watch this, read.
I want to be
Titus chapter 3 and verse 3. For we ourselves also were sometimes foolish.
Foolish means sinful. The men you see in purple, we didn't always live this life. We were doing the same thing. We were running after the women, we were gang banging, we were shooting the club up, we were doing all that stuff. So the Lord say, we ourselves are sometimes foolish, read.
Disobedient.
Disobedient, we didn't listen to what the Bible told us to do, read.
Deceived.
Deceive, go back to this image. That's how come I can ask you, is God good all the time? I can say the same thing you say because I come from the same thing. I come from that. My stepdad was a deacon. This was all throughout my house. That's all we ever heard. Read.
Serving diverse lusts and pleasures, living in malice and envy, hateful and hating one another.
Look at what we had to do, sis. We had to change our ways. You understand what I'm saying? So on your phone, type in IUIC. Show up with the type in soldier for IUIC Mobile and Baton Rouge. Now Trent, my question to you is, you understand who you are, right? Who are you?
Thank you.
Yes, ma'am. Okay, how you know you're Israelite? Okay, which tribe you come from out of here? Judah, all right? So you understand that you are Israelite from the tribe of Judah, right? So, okay, so what's stopping you?
I feel like I believe we've been indoctrinated.
Okay, you're absolutely right.
We haven't been taught our history because they don't want us to know.
You're absolutely right. So now let me ask you this though. Could you say we indoctrinated? We haven't been taught our history, right? But you right now know that you're an Israelite from the tribe of Judah, correct? So is your history still hidden from you?
No, because I pick up a book and I read.
That's absolutely right. Now, my question is not for everybody. Go to Philippians 2:12. I'm not talking about everybody. I'm only talking to Brother Trishan. I'm asking Brother Trishan, what's stopping you from getting in the fight and coming and join your brothers down here and putting the work in? What's stopping you? Because you see how naturally, when you see your sister in error, you immediately try to help her. You with the telling her she don't put the weather pants on. It's in your spirit to go and build the kingdom up. It's in your spirit to go do that. But what's stopping you from getting in the fight?
Bring it out.
Hold it. Go to Jeremiah 5:25. I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna show you. You know that it's an honor for us to come out here and do this. Right. The Lord don't need none of us. He don't need none of us. It's an honor for us to be able to go and the Lord say, okay, good, well done, my good and faithful servant. Cause we out here teaching our people. Watch this, read this.
Jeremiah chapter 5 and verse 25. Your iniquities have turned away these things, and your sins have withholden good things from you.
You know what's good, Brother Trent? What's good is keeping the commandments. What's good is getting the kingdom. It says the reason why we ain't got in the fight yet is say our sin keep us away from God. Right. That's what keep us away from God. You understand what I'm saying, bro? So, do you think you could do this by yourself, understanding that you're an Israelite? You think you can do it by yourself? So what's stopping you? Get that. Get that. The officer absolutely right. Bro, every man you see, I'm gonna tell you what happened, bro. We seen that we was Israelites. We heard it, we caught fire, we went and told everybody in the hood with a blunt in our mouth. Right. Blunt in my mouth, pistol on my hip, I'm talking about we an Israelite. My partner looking at me crazy as hell, they're like, bro, you talking about an Israelite, but you still smoking. You still doing all manner of evil. Watch this, read.
Hebrews chapter 10 and verse 25. Not forsaking the assembling of ourselves together.
You know what you gotta stop doing? You gotta stop thinking in your mind that you could do this by yourself. Right. Cause that's what you done told yourself. Like you said, you picked up a book, you done read it. Man, that was the Lord's mercy. That was God's mercy. Get that, hold that. Go to Lamentations 3 and 22. That was the Lord's mercy that allowed you to find out that you was from the tribe of Judah. Now the Lord want to know what you want to do with that little understanding. That little understanding that you got that could go save another soul. Right. You understand what I'm saying? That's what the Lord wants from us. The Lord wants us to start getting it together. You got to start being around like-minded men. Read that.
Lamentations chapter 3 and verse 22. It is of the Lord's mercies that we are not consumed.
You know what that means? That means the Lord spared you while you still standing here right now. The Lord said you could have hit that cigarette just a few minutes ago and that could have been your last cigarette. We literally was just talking about this on the way here. We play with God. We think that we got time.
You ain't got time.
That's what I'm trying to tell you though.
So it's very hard on your head a number.
That's what I'm trying to tell you though, my brother. That's what we trying to tell you. You can't do it by yourself. So again, my question is, what is stopping you from coming together with your brothers?
Me, I guess.
All right.
Shalom, Israel. This is Bishop Nathaniel. I want you to know that you can view all our Sabbath classes live on IUIC TV. That's right, I said on IUIC TV. Download the app today. Shalom.
What is a nation? Nation is men leading by example. Nation is family. Nation is community. Nation is children with role models.
is war.